I'm wondering if maybe there were at some point,
It sounds like you're scared.
like think of some of the themes you could do with what's here, right? Imagine the idea of like parenthood, where you have to deal with what Sean has become, but then Sean isn't perfectly happy with the synths he's been building, and both of you feel like failed parents, and that kind of links you in your own way. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Like there's a million interesting ideas, and it's just all of that really rich material, and they do nothing with it.
And it always feels like it's about to. This game always feels like it's about to say something, and you're looking frantically for the dialogue option that lets you bring up this topic that the game seems to have accidentally introduced. You're like, oh, we're going to talk about this? And no. All you get is dialogue that lets you start combat. And, oh, it is really frustrating.
You know, I was talking last week about how I like the combat in this game, but Josh doing nothing but baseball bats, or VATS baseball bat, is
baseball bats use outside of VATS.
Baseball VATS. All right, we have an episode title. You're getting tired of it? I was just thinking, boy, this still looks hilarious, but maybe I'm easily amused.
It's just waiting for AP is the problem. The way Josh is doing VATS only, it's basically a run and hide, wait for AP, then teleport behind guy and almost insta-crit him to death.
Yeah. I do a lot of sneak builds, so it's really frustrating doing these team-up quests because, you know, the other person does not let you sneak. They are always like, go in, make a bunch of noise, activate all the enemies, and then you can't, you know, pick them off one at a time from the shadows.
Damn it, and dance!
Dance, you bastard! We didn't even make NPC stands in doorway as part of the drinking game, and now I'm regretting it.
Terminating any hostile life form.
Alright, let's pop some buffs since we're going to be doing a bunch of...
Are you still wearing the sequin dress?
No.
No, he took that off.
Oh. Oh, but you put something else on. I get it. Okay. Why are you using a baton and not a bat? Isn't your bat like 1,000 times?
I like hitting people with bats. Batons.
No, seriously, but why did you change weapons? You have an awesome upgraded weapon and you're not using it. Is there?
Well,
like
I wanted to see how this
here?
compared.
Oh. Well, not to judge anything, but you know, you could just look at the stats. I have always hated the baton. I always thought it looked like super... I mean, it's supposed to. It's supposed to be a pacification weapon and not a kill people weapon.
Security's
so I
too
guess
tight.
that's thematically correct, but it makes it really unfun to use. So what's your feeling about putting points into lockpicking? So you can open up tough containers.
I mean, it never really worked in this game or in Fallout 3. In Skyrim, you could just was there like a perk lock off in Skyrim? I thought you could just like tackle anything immediately.
I want to say master locks required a certain level.
Hell yeah.
I could be very wrong about that, but I feel like master locks were really hard. But everything else was just like as soon as you pick it, it would just break if you tapped it at the wrong time.
Yeah, which like worked better with like it's the fundamental question of like, do you want something where you have to put points into it in order to like and get like build your character to be able to do it in order to be able to actually do that kind of stuff, or do you want like a mini game that makes sense for you to just be able to do it at any point and just make the mini game harder and make it like a skill-based sort of thing?
Yeah.
This game kind of tries to do both, and it doesn't really work.
I find it odd too because really often the things that are locked have to be optional, and they're very rarely, you know, things that, you know, you open a master lock chest and it's like, oh, it's just more of the same bullshit. Like, I didn't really need any of that.
That's my problem with lockpicking in Bethesda games in general, is it's very rarely worth the skill set, and that's very counter to what would be the case in older Fallout games, where because every skill needs to be useful, there would almost always be something that is, you know, even if it's only 1 or 2 items across the whole game, they'd be locked away somewhere that you needed lockpicking to get in, and hey, you can get a, you know, really cool gun or a, you know, important bit of lore. In this game, it's like you're gonna level up your lockpicking to max so that you can get a cup and then 3 stim packs.
Yeah.
Yep. What you're really paying for. When I go buy a locked chest, I'm always like, especially when I'm new to the game, you know, my first playthrough or whatever, you're always tantalized about what could you possibly be missing. Oh, I gotta know, it could be the greatest gun ever inside this locked chest. What treasure is in there? So you're spending skill points to get rid of that nagging doubt that you're missing out on something. And then when you finally do it, and you finally go through the game with expert lockpicking, and you realize, oh, it's just more bullshit.
I mean, I usually get them just because.
Same here. I get it
like
too.
to loot
Because
everything.
yeah, and I like being able to get the XP. I like anytime I can get some non-combat XP. Anytime, like, oh, I'll cook something.
Employees must
craft
wash hands
something.
before returning to work.
Yeah, I get it. That's a cute joke. I like it when the game does things like that.
Oh, you can follow Paladin.
Yeah, I mean
dances.
that's Bethesda. No, I gotta loot this ammo box.
Because we've been looting this thing. We've been looting this place for almost an entire episode.
Sup? Oh, we're down here.
You know, if we ever do get around to romancing dance, can we call that episode Dance in the Pants?
You realize we're gonna have to do this now. And
Yeah,
Mumbles is gonna be really
we'll let
mad
it
when she
happen.
comes back and realizes that we've decided that we're romancing Paladin Dance.
Mumbles
don't
won't ever
think-
let it happen.
Also, we're not a lady, and I don't think he... One, I
Can you
don't
not do
think
that?
he's ever interested in anybody, but two, if he is, I think it's ladies.
I thought you could romance anyone regardless of gender.
Really?
Like
I
anyone
did
that is
not know that.
romanceable.
Transmitter should be in the control room at the top of the core.
I think you can.
I mean, it saves on dialogue.
We'll have to keep heading down for now and find a way to get the facility's power back online. There has to be a power backup system somewhere.
So,
Scout the maintenance
we can do
area
this
off
the
of
quick
Main
way
Street.
or the
I'll
heroic way.
remain here. Watch our backs.
When we turn, he wants us to turn on the power for the elevator. You go in here, take out a fusion core because those get left in for whatever reason. Oh, here's the junk jet too.
Oh, yeah.
the version of the rocket launcher that shoots garbage at people. We turn on the power,
Which would be great if
and-
junk were not really useful in this game.
right,
And
junk
it
is too
didn't like
precious
end
to
up
shoot.
shooting your money.
Yep. So you turn on the elevator and then a million synths come in. And we can do the cool thing and go out there and heroically help Paladin Dance fight waves and waves of them. Or you can turn on the jet turbine. You need to use the
Warning.
terminal.
Power loss detected. Engine core
You gotta
is
use the terminal to
offline.
turn on the power. Even though you pulled out the
Oh.
fusion core, it lets you turn on the power because
Where's
this
the
game
damn-
forgets that fusion cores
Oh, do
are
we have to
supposed to
unlock
power
this?
things. I'll bet you if you listen to that tape, it's got the password on it. It's
Yeah.
very rare that the game makes you solve one of these.
Yes.
That's it.
But I vote for doing this the quick way and
Engine core
just
power
turning on the jet
I mean,
because that's the
duh.
funniest.
Thermal engine command accepted.
they
Commencing
come.
5-second countdown.
Wait until he's right
Hey!
under it. Paladin, don't worry, I
Oh,
got
I
your
already
back,
hit the
buddy.
button. I hit the button before these guys even showed up. Have fun in there, Dance.
Targeting 3.
It's a good thing you put your... Oh my god, this is taking forever. It's supposed to be 5 seconds, not 500 seconds, you piece of crap.
Come on, he's getting out of the kill
Firing.
zone.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Finally.
I was kind of hoping this would just kill Paladin Dance.
Oh, when
That would
I
just be
did
something you had
this,
to
he
deal
was
with, but...
when I did this, he was directly under the jet, and I thought that
Test
looked
firing
hilarious.
completed
And
with
that's
an
the way that
efficiency
should go
rating
down. But
of
no, he decided to go into the corner and hide from us.
96.7%.
Paladin Dance likes and approves a bunch of stuff. I'm reading the guide on how to romance him. Paladin Dance dislikes and disapproves stealing, pickpocketing, and forbidden lockpicking, taking drugs, boosts, and alcoholic drinks. Cannibalism is also despised by Dance, and I guess that explains why Mumbles hates him.
A way to get to the transmitter.
Supportive or friendly talk with or about synths, ghouls, and mutants, being cooperative or helping criminals in any form, and attacking and killing non-hostile or innocent people.
Those are all things he hates. Here, he always glitches out for me on this elevator. He cannot wrap his head around the idea of get into the elevator. And if you can at last coax him in, he always... This is... I've done this thing 6 times. He never gets in the elevator with me, except 2 times he did, and both times he stood in front of the button so I couldn't make the elevator move. I've never seen that work as designed. Never. It figures. The one thing that always glitches out doesn't glitch out for Josh.
We've got company.
I'm
No,
actually
naturally.
better about this.
MV
Lead, you robot.
I do love how things that shouldn't bleed do. I always assume they're probably just, leaking coolant.
limb actuator damaged.
You ever get
Oh,
punched in the
okay.
head so hard your leg falls off? Because a lot of these guys have.
Eat all the food. It'll make you better. Eat more food.
You lied to me, Shamus. You lied to me.
Watch your footing.
Oh,
Looks like the power's out
good.
of this section.
So...
No.
I guess it's fast forward
Josh.
time.
Be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off.
We need to learn to start quick saving more often as a people.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're gonna play like a goof. Like, I'm not against playing like a goof, but then if you're gonna play like a crazy person, then we probably should do more quick saving. Can you just bind quick save to W? So that whenever you're walking forward, you're also saving?
Wouldn't that be bad? Oh good, remove a bunch of
You're-
duds. Alright, you know what? Let's just do this the proper way to do it.
Yeah, this is how
Which
you
is
do
to
it.
just
This is the most
repeatedly-
expedient way.
Engine core power restored.
Perfect.
Attacking and thermal engine fueled. Primed. And command accepted. Commencing 5-second countdown. 5. 4.
Come on, get under it, you wuss.
3.
Get in there, get in the kill zone, buddy. Don't be a wuss.
2.
Do it.
System offline.
Come on, get your armored ass underneath the engine.
Engine firing.
It's also really
Bastard.
weird that the mainframe has exactly the same voice acting as the synths.
Yeah. Haha. Loser.
Oh.
Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.7.
Josh once
Oh my
again
God, are you all
snatching
right?
defeat from the jaws of victory.
Pick up all the
Oh
things.
wait, I think there's some guns in this pile of ashes. In this melted plastic. I gotta get it.
Well, there are.
Okay, now
Going
glitch
down.
out this time, you bastard. Don't make a liar out of me. Come on. Refuse to get on the elevator.
They dance. Dance, come on.
Yeah, see, this is what I do. I get on the elevator and he's like, what? You're doing what?
Going up.
Is he still down there? No, okay.
We may have a problem. They're in the control room.
Hostile sensor
Attacking
rating
human.
detected.
Alright, back at it. This time, I think we discussed it, and I think our new strategy is that Josh is not going to die. Is that what we agreed
we-
on?
I like this strategy. So something that's really annoying of the melee in this game,
Yes.
they can block any kind of strike, and that staggers you, and then they can hit you. If you block, it doesn't stagger them.
Yeah,
and
that's
I feel like
they,
that's
annoying.
and
I
They
feel like
can
it's an
immediately attack
underdeveloped
again.
mechanic. Like, they meant to do that,
it's a
and then...
shitty mechanic.
Damn it. I don't see the
No, it's
device
awful.
anywhere.
But, like, I feel
Head
like
out and check
the
secret
idea
room.
was they would do that for
They
both
may
the
have
player
been
and
transmitters
the
as well.
enemies.
Yeah.
And then they just never
Right,
got
so-
around to it, and it's like, no one plays this game as melee only anyway. It's all, it's a
get
shit.
Yeah. Like, I understand the desire to, like, make you do something other than just run up to them and just mash attack over and over until they fall over, okay? I appreciate trying to do something a little different. But then what is this counter-punching thing that they're doing? What's that all about? It just, like, wastes your time and annoys you. Like, you're
Yeah,
fighting
like-
one guy and he for one thing, when you hit block, you lift up your weapon and block for like 2 seconds and then put it back down, where they can just like kind of stay blocking. And so you're just like waiting, okay, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna fight, or you're just gonna keep blocking forever and wasting all my time?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because what you end up with are situations where, like, you are carrying a super sledge, which in this game is
Up.
a sledgehammer with a rocket booster on the end of it, and they are carrying a butter knife, and they block
Yep.
and stagger your super sledge, and it's like, what?
Yeah. There should be something like a faster class of weapon can't block a slower class of weapon. That would give you a reason to go for the
Yeah.
lower AP attacks. That would, you know,
And also-
reward that.
They can't do that in VATS, so it makes VATS much better for melee weapons in general.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Speak
that
to
could've gone
dance,
smoother.
dance revolution.
Hello.
Smoother? I thought we did fine.
We're both alive and the transmitter's been secure.
Failed.
Scrutinize the
I
details.
didn't understand what even.
Yeah,
that
what
was
did you
supposed
fail
to
at?
do.
I
Yeah,
don't
what
need an
does that do? He's like,
Accepting
oh,
constructive
like
criticism is the
what's
best
the?
way to
You were
improve
trying to
ourselves,
get
both
information
physically
out of
and
him or
mentally.
persuade a
However,
point of view.
It's like, was that
You're
going to
just
make him give me a
arguing.
bonus or something?
Without your
Was that gonna
assistance,
like
could have
make
been
him
a
say,
challenge.
well,
That
it was
being
tough, but you
I
looked
believe we
great
have two
doing it?
important
I mean,
matters to
it's
discuss.
like,
First
what
and
did we
foremost,
want
if you'll
from
hand me the
that?
deep
What
brain
was our
transmitter,
goal there?
I'd like to compensate you
Oh,
for
so
your
I am a
assistance in
mercenary
this
now.
operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood.
I really was kind of put
May
off
it
by
serve
the
you
idea
well in
of him handing out Brotherhood weapons. And I was like, wow, you're going
Yeah,
to hand
you
out
need to keep-
technology?
This isn't the only weapon
And then
at my
he
disposal.
followed it up by
Brotherhood
inviting you to
soldiers
join,
always
and I was
carry
like,
backup.
really?
Now,
That feels like
as
that
far
needed a
as the
little more
second
build
matter
up.
goes,
That feels like you need
Yeah, like,
really-
the problem
a lot
is,
thrown at us back there.
like, you get
Our
to that
outfit
point, and he's like, hey, so do you want to join the Brotherhood? And my immediate reaction was like,
There's no
not
doubt in my mind that you've got what it
really?
takes. The way I see it,
Like, it would
Like,
be
I
great
didn't see a
if he-
character reason why I should want to join. Like, aside from, like,
No.
maybe, oh, maybe
Trading
they
an
can help me
extra hand
find
for a
my
meager
son, who I don't even know has anything to
or
do with the
you
Institute
could
at this
join
point.
the Brotherhood of steel.
Right.
And make your mark on the
And it
world.
would be great if
So,
you were
what do you
indispensable
say?
to them for some reason. You had something, being a
don't
vault
It's a
dweller,
big
having a
decision,
pit
so
boy,
I understand
having
your
access to your
hesitation.
vault. If there
If you
was
decide you wanna
something
become one of us,
about
you know
you
where we are.
that they
Good luck.
needed, and that they were like, look, we'll let you join. And if you resisted, then they
Yeah.
could sell you, hey, look, we've got food, we've got a place far away from radiation, joining us would be good. So it'd be good for both of us. And there, now you've got motivation for both sides. As opposed to, oh, you seem to be the main character, so you can join.
It's an extension of the Preston Garvey thing, right? Where like you meet
Yep.
Preston and the first thing he does is, "Hey, you're the captain now."
Look at me. Look at me. You're the captain.
Look at me, you're the captain. I love that version of it. Is Call to Arms ever gonna go away?
I
Oh,
guess
there you
not.
Or not?
Did we ding from
We're
that?
gonna pop over to Drumlin Diner and sell a whole bunch of Institute equipment to Scavenger Diner Lady.
She's gonna be like, wow, these 30 laser
damn it.
rifles are really gonna sell like crazy to this endless parade of bandits that comes to my door every single day to murder me. But thank goodness Wolfgang is dead. Also, these raiders don't level. Oh, here's a pro tip. If you Wolfgang's body is around here somewhere. These guys spawn on top of his body. So, and he usually dies down here in this ditch where you fight them, which means when you fast travel in, they start shooting you in the back. And you're like, wait, fast travel is supposed to represent me walking here. How did I walk past them to get to this front door? So what I usually do is drag Wolfgang's body, up to the in front of the diner, so that when I arrive, the raiders are standing in front of me.
The diner.
They'll appear inside, but then Trudy will start fighting them, and she'll
I
get
can
hit
rest
with
easy
friendly
knowing
fire,
that
and then there'll be
Wolfgang is rotten.
problems.
Oh no! What
Let's see
if
what you have.
Trudy
It's all
died?
worth every cap I'm charging.
Well, what merchant do you go to more than any other? She's like super convenient.
Well, Trudy's dead in my game, so
Yeah. So where do you go
the
to
answer
sell
to
shit?
that is Wolfgang. Hey, do you have anything?
Wow,
that's
she
worth
has
getting
like
from
no
you?
money. She's got
I
57
have.
bucks.
It hasn't been long enough to get. Yeah.
I've got a. I must have a mod because she's always got like 200 bucks for me, and I assume that's a mod that I don't even remember installing.
Have you got any adhesive?
She
Duct
has.
tape?
Oh,
Here
she
you go.
has that. Wait. She's got that super valuable weapon. It's the best weapon for the early game. General Chow's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Check out this. Yeah. That thing's awesome. It's too bad. It would have been great for that.
2364. I wonder if I can get the. Wait. Okay, so
Like-
sell all of these.
That's not going to be nearly enough.
No.
Oh, really? Wow. Wow. You could sell the junk jet.
Well, my
and the
charisma's
Righteous
so
Authority.
low.
Oh. Wow, yeah, you weren't getting anywhere with this. Fallout 4, everyone. Yeah, sell all the
Okay,
mods.
so
You're not
let's
going to need
reset
those.
No, there's no way in hell I can buy that.
Oh, it's a good way to clean out your inventory. Like, why are you carrying those mods? Sell those. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's only got 57 bucks. Damn it! 57! We have hundreds of pounds of gear, and we're trying to get her $57. Ugh. Boy, is this tedious. That's as close as
Alright,
you're gonna
what
get
did that do for my... we're almost there. I think if I pop some alcohol, we'll be okay. To run to the guys that are just over here.
It gets a lot easier once you get to Diamond City because there's several shops there in town.
Yeah. Then you just teleport to Diamond City and do the rounds, basically.
Although that is just so tedious.
But someone
I do not
decided we should do the Brotherhood of Steel instead.
Yeah. But now we have that quest line started, and we can follow up with it. We can follow up with that later. We should join to annoy Mumbles, and then blame it on Josh and say it was his idea.
Join when she's not here. Just like,
You're like,
not
yeah, we
talk
joined.
about how we're in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah,
Wait.
we'll be like, yeah, you wanted us to join, right? You said dance was your
Why is
favorite.
everybody dead?
Oh, this is a random
The
event.
mongrels
Sometimes it's a
killed everyone.
This is this field. I wondered why you were coming over here. This field is random. Sometimes it's a guy and his daughter. Sometimes it's a hunter. Sometimes it's a trader. It depends. So you can't count on having a trader here.
All right, let's pop over to Red Rocket.
I love the Wasteland Survival Guide. The idea of it. Of course, that's, you know, something that you worked on in DC and Fallout 3. But I just love the idea that Moira illustrated them herself in that herself in that shitty style, and that's what the project led to. I thought that was a cool, fun way to do that. Just like in this game, comic books is the main quest line. For Fallout 3, I think Moira Brown's quest is the main quest. That's the real main plot of the game.
Go ahead and take some of this stuff with us and just try to get, like, beeline, Diamond City. We should probably leave some of this stuff here.
Like, we need to wrap up for the week here in a minute. You want to sprint to Diamond City, see if we can make it? Just fast travel to,
I don't think
the
we'll do it,
police
but we
station.
can try.
See if we can finish up by reaching the front door. Just gotta stay on the road. And when you get to the bridge, don't mess around with the raiders off the bridge. There's another guy down there with a fat man, I think.
Which bridge?
There's a bridge. It's a bridge. It's sort of
I
half
love the
open.
lighting system in this game versus, like, Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Which we
Yeah.
talked about several times, but, like, it's no longer oppressively green.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh my goodness. That's probably the
Why
best
is my head
thing.
bobbing like this? What the?
What? What was that?
That was
That's
that was Idiot
Savant.
I'm an idiot.
He got extra XP.
It is the most Reginald Cuthbert perk in the game, by far.
Does that happen at random?
Yeah, every time you get XP,
Yeah.
you have a random chance to get, what, like triple XP or extra XP or something. This
It is
bridge.
actually better to have Idiot Savant and Int 1 than to not have it and have Int 10 in terms of XP gained.
Wow. Yeah, so there's a guy in power armor down there who I think has a fat man.
Oh, on that boat, yeah. There might
Yeah,
be.
yeah. That's the one I told the story last week of I killed somebody with a sneak attack critical and he nuked and I couldn't get away. There was like boxes all around and I'm like frantically trying to jump overboard and no, I got nuked. Hey, we're gonna make it. Look at this. We can finish up the week reaching Diamond City.
Hey guys,
there's this-
how you doing? What's up?
It's
Oh,
obvious the game
you're
developers
having,
thought we would join them in fighting super mutants, but, you know, why would
Hi,
we
buddies.
fight these guys?
What's going on? You guys know the way to get some food or some merchants or something? No? Okay, it seems like you guys are busy, so I'm gonna leave you guys to whatever it is that you're doing here. Some sort of weird, I don't know, sex ritual. I don't judge, though. So, you know.
Here we go.
I don't understand what that was.
Stop. That was the border guards fighting super mutants. Let's
Diamond
stop
City
here.
this way.
Yeah, let's stop here because otherwise, if we get any closer, we're gonna trigger the cutscene, and we don't want to do that.
Oh,
Save
yeah.
that for next week.
Don't forget to save.
Would you stop? Okay, we saved Campster. What the?
Wow. It's a good
Okay.
thing we saved, huh? See, Chris is right.
Yeah, this is a good place to rest.
Next week, journalism.
Yay! I like journalism.